honey. Me so horny. Me love you long time. You party?
Yeah, we might party.
Hello there. I'm from the UK. I married a bar girl in Thailand after my divorce in the UK, and now I regret it. So please don't make the same mistake as me. So let's start at the beginning when I first met her. We met in Pattaya about 2 years ago. At this point I was newly divorced, and she was working as a dancer in a cabaret show. To be honest, I wasn't looking for anything serious at this point and just wanted to enjoy myself. Well, as they say, you meet someone and just click. We started talking, and I found out that she had been to the UK before, and she knew my accent was British. She said she really liked British men. I can tell you that every single bar girl in Thailand will say they love British guys. It's just something they've learned because we are an easy target. And then she told me that she loved my cock, and to be honest, it was all downhill from there. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but most of these women are only after one thing: your money. That is why they work in the bar scene. They get tips from the customers, or they earn a wage through dancing or selling drinks. Then they take this money and use it to buy luxury goods like handbags, clothes, and shoes. Trust me, none of them care about you. They only care about your money. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, but these girls have probably had a hard life, and they need the money. No, that's not true. You have no idea how much money these girls make. Every night they make at least $100, and that's just from tips alone. If they sell enough drinks, it can even go up to $200. And this is on a normal night. If it's a good night, they can make even more money. There was one time when I was there with my friends and some bar girls. We went to a beer bar in Pattaya called Walking Street, and we were just shocked by the amount of money these girls made that night. One of the girls made 1,000 euros, and another made 800 euros. A few weeks later, I took my wife there, and guess how much she made? 1,400 euros in one night. So please do not think that these girls need the money. They don't. They just want your money. Okay, so let's fast forward a bit. I got married in an Islamic ceremony in Bangkok. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh wow, he must have really loved her if he married her. But actually, I didn't. I only married her because she got pregnant, and I felt that I had to. Okay, so if you're going to marry a Thai bar girl, just make sure that you use protection, because it doesn't matter how much you love the girl. You can't trust her. It's always about the money for them. Once you get married and you tell them that you want a divorce, then they just laugh at you because you're stuck with them now. So I suggest if you are going to get married, please be very careful and make sure that you 100% want to commit to that person. If you don't, then just don't do it. Don't get married. After she got pregnant, she had an abortion without telling me first. This is one thing that really upset me, because I might have wanted a baby, and maybe this is because I'm getting old and she didn't ask me first. Also, I paid for everything: flights, hotels, food, etc., and I still paid for everything whilst we were together. Even if I wasn't happy, I always paid for everything. So my suggestion would be to set some boundaries from the start. Do not let them suck you in. And also, do not pay for everything. Split the bill 50/50ths. If they don't agree, then just walk away. Don't look back. They are just bar girls, and they're not worth your time. But what really upset me was the fact that whenever we were together, she treated me like crap. And when I say crap, I mean proper crap. It wasn't even just once. It was all the time. I'll never forget the first time that we stayed in a hotel together. We booked a 5-star hotel, and I thought that everything would be fine. But then we arrived at the room, and she just shouted at me and told me to give her my credit card. I was totally shocked by this. I couldn't believe what she had just said. And then she went to the minibar and started buying loads of stuff. She bought snacks, water, and alcohol. And when I asked her why she was buying so much, she just said, "Oh, I don't know. I think I just want to eat this and drink this tonight." And then I was sitting on the bed watching her, and she started eating and drinking and drinking and eating until everything was finished. And then she just looked at me and said, "Okay, now give me your credit card again." And then I went to the bathroom and threw up, because I could unbelieve what I had just witnessed. Another thing that she did was use my credit card to buy luxury items and then return them a few days later. For example, She would buy a handbag and then return it the next day saying that it wasn't right. Or she would buy a dress and then return it saying that it didn't fit. I tried to talk to her about this, but she just kept lying and saying that she needed these things. I also caught her taking photos of herself in the hotel room and then sending these photos to other men on social media. When I confronted her about this, she said that she was just making friends. I was absolutely disgusted by this, because I had clearly told her that I didn't want her speaking to other men. What really surprised me, though, was the amount of times that she left me. I couldn't believe it. She would leave me for weeks at a time and go traveling around Thailand with her friends. And the worst thing was she would tell me where she was going and then laugh in my face. It was like she didn't even care about me at all. One of the other things that she did was order lots of food and then not eat it. I remember one time we ordered a huge feast, and then she said that she didn't want to eat it. So I ate it all. Then she just sat there laughing and said, "Oh, you're such a greedy pig." I couldn't believe what she had just said. I mean, come on, I had just paid for all the food, and she was calling me a greedy pig. Then comes the final straw. After 6 months of marriage, I was done. I was sick of her behavior and her attitude towards me. I decided to pack my bags and move back to the UK. Now here's the kicker. Before I left, I went to see a lawyer to get a divorce. Now she is threatening me, saying that I am a bad husband and I should be ashamed of myself. But honestly, I couldn't care less. I'm free now, and that's all that matters. My advice to you is stay away from bar girls. They're not worth the trouble. And if you do decide to marry one, make sure you sign a prenuptial agreement. That way, if you get divorced, you won't lose half your money. Also, don't forget to use protection because you never know what you're getting yourself into. And finally, don't think that you can change them. Bar girls are bar girls. They're not going to change. So please learn from my mistakes and stay away from them. Alright, so this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye.